Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mansions. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome to your normally Sun Sign Love Connection readings, but because I've already read every single Zodiac sign's love connection for the beginning of the month and mid-month, I'm now doing a bonus reading for the remainder until the 31st of what I call the Love Horoscope. And what happens is I just basically pick a beautiful tarot message and card from Spirit for every single Zodiac sign. And yeah, sometimes you just spot on and that message is just like, oh, that's just what I needed to hear, and you feel reassured and there's confirmation in regards to whatever type of love situation it is. It's all inclusive, right? Self-love, of course, love of things, people, life, anything. But then I'm going to finish it with 3 beautiful oracle divinations. So this is also for every single Zodiac sign. And if for some reason today doesn't quite mesh or necessarily resonate, listen for your friends, listen for your other loved ones, or come back tomorrow, because you never know. What I like is I'm starting a little bit later. I had a ton of things to do this morning and I did them. And so if you read it in the latter part, or you listen to it, I should say, in the latter part of the day, it's almost better because you can think, that's exactly how I felt, or that is what transpired and whatnot, depending on what the message is. So let's get started. But one last disclaimer. I woke up on Friday the 22nd. Today is actually January 25th. It is a beautiful day out there. I feel very, very strong, very, very, very grateful and very faithful and about what's coming and what's transpiring. There's so much down the pike. I'm telling you, it's so different and it feels very, very inspiring. And I hope you're feeling that way too overall. But I woke up on Friday and I had a sty, or I thought it was a bite, and it's still there. It's getting better. There's a genuinely decent sized pocket of fluid that seems to be going downward. So if you're seeing these things, it's not your imagination. It doesn't hurt at all. Probably it hurts to look at it more than it does for me to be experiencing it, but it definitely doesn't take away from me wanting to bring you the messages. So let's get going. First message will be from Aries to Pisces. So Aries, you're beautiful, fiery, cardinal, motivated, spirited sign, and you, like everybody, deserves love. We all do, and love is the most important and beautiful gift we can give to each other. And your message for today is the 7 of Wands. Well, in true fashion, your fiery energy is coming through. By the way, I am using this beautiful gilded tarot deck for now. I'm switching them up. I'm switching up all different things and more often because I have more decks. But this is always one of my tried and true favorite decks. It's colorful. Look at this beautiful illustration. Now, basically this is you, because you are in your energy, and that is the energy of fire, energy of spirit, and motivation is exactly what you are. And this is about defending something in your life, a position, a relationship, your stance about something, feeling vindicated, a leader, on top of your game. You're powerful, you're in the place you need to be, okay? And as far as vocalizing, I don't ever see that as an issue with the majority of Aries. Congratulations on that. Just know with this air element, full force, certainly by the beginning of February, we'll have six planets in Aquarius, the air sign of Aquarius. So it's exactly that. Expression, communication, conversation, thinking, thoughts, mind. You're very much a mind person. You're a masculine sign, ruled by Mars. You got this, okay? Don't stop now, not that you would. So that's for you and your significant other, should there be one, someone of importance in your life. And then the next, of course, sign is the sign of, let's go this way. No, we'll go this way, yeah, Taurus. We'll go the other direction. And actually the right direction, because Pisces is always the last sign. So Taurus, beautiful Taurus. Earth element Taurus. Very, very determined Taurus. Fixed sign. Ruled by Venus. You love so many things. You love life. You love luxury. All of your senses are generally very, very acute. You love the taste and the smell and the feel and the touch of everything. You love love. And so let's see what it has to say for you today. Oh, Ace of Cups. Well, something very, very important in your heart in regards to love is either being thought about by you, initiated by you or someone else. It's a new situation. It's a transformational time. It's full of promise. It's full of gifts, creativity, senses, good wine, good food, everything I just mentioned for you. And it's like a beautiful, fresh beginning again. And it does represent, the cups, which is water, which is Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, just before Sagittarius, and Cancer. And actually Cancer is the moon goes into Cancer in like 4 minutes. So yeah, you're feeling it. You're feeling the love. It's deep. Something very important is happening in the love category for you. So I'm happy to hear that for you, always. Or love of a job, whatever it is. It's real and it's very, very potent. Then we go into Gemini, beautiful air quality and element of Gemini. Very, very harmonious with this beautiful air energy of Aquarius being your fellow air sign. So things are really going to start moving, and they're going to have a lot to do with your communication, which is so important to you, Gemini. Mutable sign, very adaptable, ruled by Mercury. Mind, commerce, business, connection, networking, social, just more and more experiences, growth, changes, versatility, intelligence, all of those things are in the mix for you. If you're a duality sign, there's a lot of different perspectives as far as you're concerned. Growth is good. Growth feels right. Let's see what your message says. You have the Strength card. So what I like about that is, it's the major arcana, which is always important. It's a special message that Spirit needs you to hear. So apparently something is letting you know that even though it seems like you're on your last legs, or you've had enough, or you just can't seem to get a message through, stay strong, because you are stronger than you've ever given yourself credit for. Or maybe you have. I shouldn't say that. A lot of Geminis, a lot of people in life are always strong. And we all have this strength of a lion inside of us. A lot of times it's taming that too. So if you start to feel a little bit irritated, and you've got that fiery ambition, and maybe you have fire in your natal chart, just knowing to kind of keep it cool. Know you've got what it takes. You can tame the beast, so to speak. Or it may have something to do with your in connection with the Leo, because that's what this card represents. So, and that's fire and that's passion. I'd love to know. It sounds like fun though. And by the way, the full moon is going to be happening on the 28th, which is in 3 days, and I had said Wednesday yesterday, sorry, and it's in Leo. So there's a definite connection there. I'm very interested to know, because I'm nosy. And the next beautiful sign is Cancer. I mentioned the moon has gone into Cancer and will in the next 2 minutes now. Cancer, you're beautiful, sensitive, creative, very perceptive, very intuitive, very, very introspective type of watery, beautiful element that's very in tune with feelings and life and emotions. Very, very much so. And so you are a cardinal sign who does a lot of things. You like to start things. You start the season of summer. And you are ruled by the moon, so you know all about the cycles and the patterns and things in life. And you're very susceptible and in connection with that. It's a gift. You have things that come through to you, and you can feel them and understand them through your dreams very powerfully. Now, interesting, your message is the Five of Pentacles. This is always pertaining to, it's an earth element, and it pertains to something we feel a little sad about, something we feel like we've missed out on, something we feel has been taken away from us. And in a lot of ways that's happened for pretty much every one of us in some way or level this past year. Maybe you're still mending, and I understand that, and I would never take that away from you or belittle that in any way, because we all need a certain amount of time, especially with your sensitivity. What I will say is there's always help. You can just go inside like you do and within yourself and really ask for that and ask for answers and be in touch with your emotion and what you need. That's very important when you get this message. To recognize you matter and to ask for help, because it's always going to be there. And know it's passing. It's not something that's going to last, and if it has been something you lost, new things are coming around. I don't know what to say specifically. I'm just telling you there's so many changes happening, and I know you must be hearing about them. So be patient and believe, okay? And I hope you feel better soon in regards to whatever that is for you. And then the Leo. Well, Leo, fiery, passionate, leader, confident, ruled by the sun. Whoo! We got the sun out now. Makes me think of you. You are so generous. You are so expressive. You definitely are stuck on your ideas a lot of times. You're a fixed sign. You want to lead. You don't want to be told what to do. You are very compassionate, though, and you are this little softy. Okay, I said it to you. I did. And I mean it, because I know a lot of Leos. You're very, very, you come across sometimes very, very full of life, fuller than life than most people. There's that energy of the sun, right? And yet you're very, very caring, and you have a huge heart. So the passion is there. You're willing to be flexible when you need to be. I've seen it over and over again. Your roar is a lot louder than your bite. Is that how that goes? Let's see what your message is. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Okay, there you go. That's the energy we're in. That's what you're feeling, and it's super strong. It works really well for you as a fire sign, the air elements, and it's the mind, it's thoughts, it's creativity. How are you working that out for yourself? What are you looking forward to? Because it's the beginning. And it's straightforward, and it's real, and it's justified, and it's words, and it's thoughts, and it's putting it all together. Expressing your love for someone. If you haven't been able to, now's the time. Let it out, boy, especially with that full moon. It's so emotional but romantic. I think it's perfect for you, and maybe it has to do with an air sign. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I hope so. That'll be a good one. I see it all the time. So Virgo, beautiful element of Earth, Virgo. Excuse me, mutable sign. Very adaptable, very accepting of change, and of the idea of, like, when you're in a job and you get really immersed because you love to work and you work hard at whatever it is you do, you will put more and more hours than the average person. You will go into school and you won't stop at a bachelor or a master. You'll go for the PhD kind of thing, right? You just want to see yourself excel. You're very, very critical on yourself, and it pays off in the end. Just love yourself as much as possible, too, in the process, because, you know, can only do so much. You don't want to wear down your wonderful body and mind, because people look for you for answers. And your mind is extremely active. You're very intelligent, like I said, and you always want to expand and grow and share that knowledge with others. You're a giver. You care a great deal for other people. And you're ruled by Mercury. So, like with Gemini, you want to keep it going. You want to expand and grow and learn and teach that to others. You're very good at teaching things. So what do you have to say? What is your message? 3 of Pentacles. I love this. This is so perfect for you. This is the earth element, which is what you are. But the 3 of Pentacles, not so much depicted in this, is about growth. It's about bettering situations. It's about just what you do. You're doing something and you're doing something well, but you want to improve it even more. It's still in the growing stages, I guess. It's in the stage where you want to perfect it a little more. You want to continue to add to it. It could represent other people in the mix, helping you, like another, a love relationship. It's quality, not quantity, and that's what you're all about. So yeah, something growing and really getting to a point that you're feeling excited and happy, and it's about helping you, your relationship, the situation in a very stable way that keeps you feeling secure and, financially stable. Because that's what the coins will do when you're in this type of situation where you're building upon something that you know is going to make it. You just want to make it a little better, right? Before you maybe bring it out to a bigger audience, or want it to be seen to the world. So I like that a lot. I hope that's happening for you. It could be a variance of things, but the main key component is that things are growing in a really good direction for you. So keep it up. Libra. Beautiful air element of Libra, also very harmonious time for you. And I know you've had some rough times and rocky times. We all have. There was a lot of opposition in the planetary aspects of Earth. You can get along with Earth. Many Libras I know are in relationships with Earth of one kind or another. But it's still more of a challenge. Let's just put it that way. That's diminishing this year with the energies of air predominant, and it feels good. It feels productive. It feels like you can use your mind and you can really focus on the things you want to do and accomplish and complete. And boy, have I been doing that. I think that's what the sky is about. I got to get things organized and my business needs to be rebuilt again and so on and so forth. And it feels good. It feels right. It feels like it will occur. And I will always have that faith. And you are all about relationships and love. You're ruled by Venus. Everything, like I said about Taurus, you love love, creativity, art. You love being around beautiful things. You love feeling good. You love being in love. You are cardinal sign as well. You initiate the season of fall. So you're a go-getter, boy. Let's make it happen is your theory. And so let's see what your cards are just flopping all over the place right now. Spirit is really wanting to get through. 2 of them fell out, so I'll do this and I'll put the top one. Ooh, yeah. Judgment. That's very appropriate for you. Justice is actually your card, but judgment. It's done. This is a karmic situation. It feels really good, though. It's like everything you've done to this point, thus far, in a relationship, in your work, and the things that matter so much to you, you're getting answers, you know. It's because of what you reap is what you sow. This is a major arcana. You're going to be hearing information, and if it hasn't come through, that full moon will culminate things, and then the next one will be the new moon, so between the full and the new. Plus, the Leo is really good for you, too. It's very exciting, and it's fun, and it's definitely important to have fun in some form. I know it's harder right now, but make that happen for yourself, Libras. It's essential. And know that this judgment is something that you approved of as well, and that you are feeling extremely good about. And I think it's in your favor is all I'm going to say. So let's leave it at that and see where it goes. And I hope that you will resonate with that. Because the horn represents, like, you're going to hear something really important. Could change your life, could be a new job you've never thought of, blah, blah, blah. There's so many variables. Scorpio, beautiful water element of Scorpio. Pluto ruled, right? Just all about transformation from the inside out and this purging and changing and reinventing and, you know, the incredible emotional part of you that is so sensitive and intense. The intensity comes from the fact that you have Pluto as a ruling planet. I mean, it can be really critical of ourselves. We want to make ourselves the best we can, but we got to get rid of the stuff that isn't working, the people, the circumstances. And it's hard sometimes, right? But that's what you're used to. You actually invoke that in other people, which is a beautiful thing because, you know, you are a great teacher. You're psychic and intuitive, like amazingly so, you know, on a higher level than a lot of people. You, extremely loyal, very, very sensual. You know, you love love, but you are a little possessive. Want to make sure you're on an even keel with that. Although a lot of people like that. They want to know that their man or woman just wants them, you know. And so what do you got? You got the 3 of Cups. Celebration. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 4. I do that. I'm so sorry. The 4 is perfectly good too. It's the 3 plus 1. The 3 of Cups is actually celebration and festivities and feeling fulfilled emotionally in your relationships and what you're doing. You feel like you have answers. You feel like your creativity is coming back. And as it should, with the changing and the elements and so forth. But the 4th is a cup that may be in front of you, not necessarily seen. Maybe it's a relationship that hasn't yet transpired. It's in thought form. Or it's at the very beginning, so you're still questioning and you're wondering. And I know that about you, Scorpio. You take your time. You know, you like to think things through like that of a air sign in a lot of ways. You are very in tune with the human psyche. So you're prone to, not necessarily rush, but feel the situation out well. And this tells me that something good is coming through. You have it standing there. Maybe it's not quite enough to make you feel that fourth, which is the more balanced feeling. But it looks good. It looks like it's right in your element. It is in your element. It's the cups. Maybe you're going to be involved or are involved with another water sign. You know, Cancer, another Scorpio like you, or Pisces. It's a romantic thing though, right there. I can feel that predominantly, but of course it doesn't have to be. Just keep your eyes open and feel those antennas and just sit and be really still and listen, because Spirit wants you to know about a special extra cup coming your way. All right, so then we have Sagittarius, beautiful, fiery, optimistic Sagittarius. I love you. My son's a Sagittarius, so. But throughout my life, I've run into them more often than pretty much any other sign. Romantically, friendship-wise, you know, where I work, we have similar, you know, interest in work. I have a fire moon, so maybe that's an attraction, no doubt, that's causing that. Of course it is. But I love it, and I love you, and I love your ability to, you know, be philosophical about things and look at life in a different dimension, almost in a different perspective, and in a higher educated way, you know, because you want to see things beyond the status quo. You know, you break barriers. You are extremely interested in changing, and you like freedom, and you like independence. You're a mutable sign. You love to travel. You love the world. You love all sorts of cultures. You know, there's a lot of beautiful energies about you. You're ruled by Jupiter, so there's a lot of wonderful things that come your way, but you do work for them. So I don't like to make it seem like, oh, you know, you don't have to do anything, and that's not true, but I will say that a lot of things seem to fall in your lap. Just saying. Including relationships. What do we have here? Three of Wands. That's exciting and just as beautiful as Three of Cups. I'm sorry, the Three of, what was that? Pentacles. Because it's in your element. And it's you knowing you have everything it takes. You see the ships coming in. Yes, you've had some delays. I'm sure you've still managed to make things work through one of the hardest years of our lifetime. And I see that in you. But of course you felt things, you know. You were aware of things that maybe could have been better. And you're definitely in a mode where you're like pointing my arrow once again and making sure that this is happening for this year. Because the other year is gone. It's over your shoulder, and that's how you think. Let's start over, man. Let's let it go. I gotta let it go. You do your grieving and you move forward. So I love that. And it could have to do with family. It could have to do with another level of passion or part of your relationship. It involves maybe other people working with you, you know, and inciting and having beautiful ideas together. It's great. I love it a lot. And then we have Capricorn, which is a wonderful earth sign who's very, very interested in success, and being earth is about materialism, and they recognize in their life what their value is through what they have, through what they work hard to establish and to create for themselves. And believe me, they work hard. That's the truth. Nothing is going to stop them. They are the goat, and they are capable of climbing the highest mountain and the hardest, what we consider obstacles. I always say they consider opportunities. They're kind of stern. They're ruled by Saturn, man. They know that they got to be very firm and focused on what they want, and that's exactly what they do. But when they're not working, which isn't that often, they are fun. They love life. They love nature. They want to take care of you. They want to love you. They love deeply. And I also want to say that, you know, they might be a little shy. So give them a chance, okay? And know that they are people just like all of us who are very lovable and deserve love. And yeah, that's beautiful. Let's see what it has to say for you. Justice. Something very important is coming to the fore, and this is the represented sign card, of Libra I mentioned earlier. Something is fair, something is coming through, finally, and you've been waiting, and it could have to do with the courts, it could have to do with your banks, it could have to do with the government of some way. But if there is a court case that's been pending, or you know of one and you've just instigated one, it's going to come out in your favor. Whenever it's upright like this, it's because it's deserved, and you, yeah, it's the right thing. It is fair and just. So congratulations on that. I always like to see that come upright, and I like to see that for you too. I like to see that for anybody, actually. So maybe there's a decision or something in a relationship too, some form of relationship, and it's right, and it's balanced, and it feels good. It feels natural, which is important to you, Capricorn. Aquarius, yes. Happy birthday, Aquarians. I'm telling you, this is really a powerful year for you. It is your time. You deserve it. We all deserve it with Jupiter in your sign. You do have Saturn in there too, as we all do, but it's just predominantly this year it'll be Saturn and Jupiter kind of playing it off together, right? Saturn being very strict and very kind of constricting of things and keeping you on line, so to speak, to help teach you. By the time you're done with Saturn in your sign, you're going to have learned a lot, and he always leaves a beautiful, she leaves beautiful gifts if you've followed his example or her example, its example. So I like that for you, and I think it's going to be great. And then you have the counterbalance of Jupiter, which is in your sign for the first time in 12 years, about abundance and opportunities and luck and love and experiences that are just never happened before, and they're going to open doors, and it's going to be fabulous. Saturn will just be there to not let you get crazy about all the opportunities and kind of focus in on maybe one or two. The High Priestess. That's the ultimate. It's like the Magician, but it's actually the feminine version because it's more internalized, which is what the feminine quality in all of us means. It is the more emotional side, I would say. It is definitely your capability and your understanding of how incredibly insightful you are and how strong your intuition can be, and it can lead you to exactly where you want to go. This is one of the most beautiful pictures to me. It represents Pisces. Pisces allows and lets things flow and go through, and they're spiritual, and they listen to the signs, and they watch for signs, and they trust, and they let go, and they're filled with incredible wisdom, co-created wisdom that comes to them. And you're feeling really good about that, Aquarius. You understand it's your year. You understand there's a lot to do, but you're going to love every moment of it. This will be one for the books. You know about this relationship, whatever it is, and you know that it's right. And you know it's actually basically, I would say, karmic too. But just stand true to your feelings and know that whatever's needing to happen, whatever needs to come to you or leave you, is exactly what needs to happen. And don't question it, okay? Just revel in it. And Pisces, beautiful Pisces, just talked about you. That's your card, Pisces. Water sign element Pisces, you know, just so giving, so nurturing, so caring, so love-filled, so optimistic yourself. You were ruled by Jupiter historically, and now you're ruled by Neptune, which is also extremely creative and very, very mysterious. You know, it's like we don't always see everything, you know, for what it is, and it may look one way, but it's actually another, which is what you're about too. You're a chameleon. You're a mutable sign. You're very clever, very capable of, you know, kind of putting on facades in a way, you know, being actor, actress, expressing yourself through the medium of arts of all different types. And you're very good at that, very intelligent, very sensitive to life, to the energies, you know, you're all about that and the feeling. And that's what takes you down places and in different worlds that lead you to such beautiful manifestations, you know. And you get sad, you get defeated at times, you feel like you want to just heal everything, but of course we can't. So you need to recover from that. You need to understand that in every situation, in everyone's life, Pisces or what have you, you need time to just recoup. And you want to be with somebody who loves and understands that about you. And hopefully that's what's happening for you. Ooh, the Tower. What? Well, last year was the big Tower for all of us. I feel like it's already happened. You needed to just completely start from scratch. You're very good at this. You've done it many, many times over, many lifetimes over. But the reality is that it had to happen. And if it hasn't, I'm telling you right now with this maybe full moon and the new beautiful energies of Aquarius that work really well and happen to be in your 12th house this whole year until Jupiter and everyone goes in your house next year. But it's all about the preparation. It's all about the healing of the mind, of the soul, just feeling the grace, and the opportunities that come to you just from breathing and being alive and allowing that. You want to let go. You want to be productive, and you want to be in relationships. You want to know that it's fully reciprocated and that it feels good, it feels right. And if it doesn't, it needs to stop, it needs to go, it needs to end. You could be doing that in your house like I am with your furniture or something, or changing the way you look or where you're living. Something huge is changing. And like I said, I'm purging everything for the first time in 18 years, and well, there's no stopping me. No wonder I have a sty. Anyway, embrace this. This is good. This is important. And it could be an epiphany that happens, an incredible epiphany that changes your life forever, that you thought, thank you. Thank you for that, Spirit. Love these messages for all of you. Like I said, I hope that they hit home. And I'm going to finish with the beautiful oracle messages for everybody. I love the first one I pulled out again for the second time or third time maybe. I think it's only the second time. The beautiful inspirational messages from the Motivation Manifesto deck. This is for every single individual zodiac sign. And for this day, January 25th, 2021. Happy birthday, Bonnie, my sister. Very Aquarian, trust me. And the messages for everybody. And her son, Garrett, my nephew. I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. Boy, that's certainly an energy of Aquarius energy that we're in, because they're a fixed sign. They have high aspirations. They're about the world. They don't think small. They want to help the world, right? They are humanitarian. They just, let's change life. Let's change the way things are and make them a little more fair, if nothing else. And that's a beautiful expression. I'll let you take a picture if you want. It's a great thing to say over and over and to kind of keep your energies high and lifted, in a beautiful place. The next beautiful oracle that I want to share with you and message is with the wisdom of the oracle. And it is quite wise. Call it Baron Reed, been around for so long. She's amazing with many, many decks. You can look her up. And I just want to pick one specific one for all of the beautiful zodiac signs for your sun horoscope readings for today. And you have the Observer. I just picked this yesterday. I'll be doggone. Did I? No, I'm sorry. Yesterday was the Thinker. I think the day before was the Observer. Seriously, you can look back on it. I have it written down. I have a fairly good memory, and some things not so much. Observing, bottom line. Look at the new moon, right? And the full moon that's approaching. Sitting back, especially in a retrograde that we're approaching again. It happens all the time. There's nothing we can do about it. They're not terrible. They just kind of slow things down, and that's the time to observe. To revisit something. To reevaluate. To relax. To retreat. And to just watch. And so basically the Observer message for all of you right now, it's number 49. That's 13. That's a 4. That's balance. That's keeping stable, your home, your love life, anything. So yeah. Perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. I'm going to read what it says specifically for relationships, because that's what this is about. Sometimes you can't see the forest from the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take the higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself and in others and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. And I just love that. I could read that every day, actually, because it's something I know works for me and I need to hear. So last but not least, your super attractor manifestation message, and then I'll send you on your way. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you like what you hear today, though this is different, I'm just feeling the waters and wanted to do something and send some messages, and you know, we're at the end of the month, so I always run out of time or days for the normal love connection readings that I do, so I hope you like it. Just spurring you on, bringing to some love. We all can use that. And I love this message because this is about feeling the life that we want into existence. This is so beautiful. This is for every sign out there. And just know and hold this in your heart, okay? And just know the universe has big plans for me. And it's time to claim them. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And I welcome you to do so and just embrace every moment of that thought. And then bring it into your life, okay? Feel it and allow it in. There's your third eye, there's the sun, there's everything you need, okay? And all the rays are every single one of us. So make it happen. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me so much to continue with the messages and the content, and it means a lot. It's so important. It feels so good, and I love you for it. So, but in the meantime, take good care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow if you want to come back and see this. And yeah. Bye for now.